this house I've built, it stands so strong, it took so long. Placed so high on this hill, no one sees it, they never will. Board by board I wheeled the walls into place, and the roof went on with my dreams. As nice as it is on the outside, you know it's still not at all what it seems. Inside it's all run down, lonely and bare, dark everywhere, confusion all around, things to be sold, love to be found. Down the hall, that room's been locked up for years, and neglect has misplaced the key. It's full of old memories I bought for a price at a time when nothing came free. But you opened the door, and there was light like there's never been before, and you gave me the key, and there was love there to set me free, and until you I was like sand thrown out of hand. See this house I've built, it stands so strong, it took so long. Inside it's been made new, it's all I have, it's all for you.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be doing a concert here. It's especially an honor for us to be here with the second chapter of Acts and their wonderful band. Their love for us has really been an important part of our lives. You see, Michael and I are good examples of the restorative power of Jesus working in broken lives. In my own case, I was raised by a mentally ill mother. The abusives that she did to me when I was a child, I could tell you many of them, but the things that I remember the most, the thing that bothered me the most, affected me the most, was being locked in a closet much of my early childhood. What that did to me was instill in me a feeling of futility and hopelessness and fear, feeling of worthlessness, severe depression, so much so that by the time I was a 30-year-old woman, I was still locked in a closet. I searched everywhere I could find for a way out, a way to find meaning to life, to find love, to find a feeling of worth. I looked everywhere, and I didn't find it until I met Jesus. And I walked with him for about 2 years, and I still couldn't get rid of the severe depressions that I had. I still had those. So I went to the counseling office, and I was counseled by one of the pastor's wives there, and she spoke to me. It was the Lord speaking to me through her. And the Lord said to me, he said, "My daughter, you've been locked in a closet all your life, first physically and then emotionally. But I have the keys. I have the keys." And he unlocked the closet for me that day, and he gave me those keys, so whenever the devil would try to shut me back in, I could just dangle my keys before him and say, "No way." And I walked out of that closet that day, and I tell you, I was a free woman. I never again had a depression like that. I was free in Jesus' name that day. Hallelujah. Oh, I'm grateful. Hallelujah. Well, I have a friend here in LA who's going through much the same thing I did back then. She loves the Lord. She knows the Lord. The Lord lives in her heart. She is an addict, however. Sometimes she's done well, and sometimes she's failed miserably, and I'm always there to pick her up. And a couple times ago, when I did that, she said, I don't know why you're doing that. Why do you do it? I'm not worth it. It's so hopeless, and I'm not worth it. Why do you call me? Why do you pray with me? And I said, I'm not worth it either. You're not worth it. I'm not worth it. Who is? But I'll tell you, you got Jesus in your heart. And that's all I need to know, because where there's Jesus, there's hope. Greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. And if you got Jesus in your heart, there's hope for you. And I wrote this next song for her. It's called Believing for the Best in You. I also wrote it for you too.